Madam Clerk, let us move forward with Agenda Item 6.
Item number 6 is, shall the following advisory question of public policy be placed on the ballot for submission to the votes in the Township of Peoria in Peoria County in the state of Illinois for the November 3rd, 2026 election? Shall the Illinois congressional members who represent Peoria Township vote to support the Illinois Human Rights Advocacy Protection Act, House Bill 2723 and Senate Bill 2462, which would repeal amendments to the Illinois Pension Code that penalize American businesses that choose to boycott Israel?
My name is Greg Johnston, and I'm asking you to vote no on this proposal to put this advisory question on the November ballot. Over a decade ago, Illinois unanimously passed the anti-boycott law. Lawmakers wanted our state to stand against discriminatory boycotts targeting the world's only Jewish state and to stand with Jewish communities as anti-Semitism rises. This law keeps Illinois pension funds from investing in foreign companies that use their economic power to boycott Israel. It should be noted that Illinois also restricts investments to Iran, Russia, terrorism, and other serious concerns. This is not just a neutral human rights issue. The bills are being pushed by advocacy networks that openly support the boycott, divestment, and sanctions campaign against Israel. Most believe the objectives are not compatible with Israel continuing as a Jewish nation state. This is unacceptable. While the legislation has been introduced in both chambers of the state legislature, even with the Democratic supermajorities, only a minority of Democratic members have put their names on these bills. Leadership has yet to move them out of committee. It appears there is little interest in moving this legislation forward. This advisory question does not have anything to do with any local interest in Peoria Township. It will not change our tax rates, our roads, our services, or our pension funding. Using township and county ballots in this way puts a highly polarizing foreign policy fight into a level of government that was not designed for it. 50 or 75 votes should not be sufficient to put this on a community-wide ballot. They should follow procedure and go through the city council to try and get a referendum on the ballot. For all these reasons, I believe this is the wrong issue in the wrong place using the wrong tool. I urge the electors to vote no on placing this advisory aligned question on the November ballot and to keep Peoria Township focused on serving our local community. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So my name is Paul Beiersdorf, and I'm also asking that you vote no on the proposal to put this advisory question on the November ballot. First of all, the responsibilities of a township board include financial oversight of monthly expenditures and manages the monthly budget, land use decisions. The board members collaborate with planning and zoning departments to review building permits and enforce zoning regulations. The board also deals with community services. They administer programs like general assistance and emergency assistance, focusing on serving with integrity and respect for all of their constituents, just like we did on item number 5. So the bottom line is this proposal, as stated, does not constitute township business. It is divisive in nature. The existing law does not restrict commerce in Illinois, does not prevent companies from contracting with the state, and does not limit free expression or political speech. The law as it exists was passed unanimously 15 years ago by the Illinois General Assembly. Additionally, 38 other states have adopted measures to oppose this same proposal. When presented to the United States House of Representatives, it was soundly defeated by a vote of 398 to 17. The only way this law can be changed is by the General Assembly, not by a township meeting. This proposal being presented is intended to be divisive, does not promote peace in the Middle East, and goes beyond the scope of township business. I'm asking for a vote of no on this proposal.
Hello, my name is Joseph Strauss. Thank you for the opportunity to speak, and I would like to oppose this referendum. I'm not going to talk about the war. I'm not going to talk about Israel or Palestine. I'm going to talk about right here in Peoria, because this referendum isn't about Israel. It's an opening for businesses to circumvent anti-discrimination protections on Jewish individuals and businesses without repercussion, as it's impossible to separate the indigenous Jewish people from their geographic origins. Despite varied point of view on Middle East politics, the Jewish community continues to face discrimination throughout the country and the world, especially since October 7th, 2023, with hate crimes against Jewish people, even in the United States, being considered acceptable under the excuse of anti-Israel activism. Furthermore, specifically choosing to present this referendum for vote to be put on the ballot today on Holocaust Remembrance Day can only be received as a racial and religious-driven message of hate against the Jewish population of the Peoria area that we are not welcome here. I had thought that we lived in a community that prided itself on inclusiveness and uplifting minorities, and it saddens me to discover that I was mistaken. And I hope, at the very least, that most of the people in this room have the moral conscience not to support hate. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lois Warrenberg, and from where I was sitting, I don't know who was speaking over here about burning the flag, and as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, thank you. And then you said, you put boycotting a religion in that same sentence. And burning a flag doesn't hurt anyone, but boycotting a religion certainly does. Whether it's Jewish, whether it's Catholic, whether it's any religion. I'm not Jewish and I'm not Muslim, but I'm here to vote tonight. And I believe that boycotting any religion is dangerous.
And we had 27 nays. So the motion passes with 69 nays.
That is correct. It will be on the next town board meeting. It will be submitted to our election. That is correct.